Well, we have actually got the most amazing seats in the house. We were saying that. I've very kindly let Karthik come and sit with me because we're actually outside, and some of those straight drives were coming very close in our direction. In the atmosphere in that ground, honestly, I've never felt an atmosphere like it in a crowd at the Oval. I think I counted 36 yellow jerseys, but
Did you?
yeah, but
I
only
didn't count.
they're all worn by the stewards.
Yeah, exactly.
There are only two, I think, that weren't.
And
but
if you classify this as yellow, then possibly.
there's yellow on it. But it was, I guess, we've obviously been listening to the guys talking there in the studio. So impressive with the pacing of India's innings. It was really complete, wasn't it?
Yeah, it felt as if they had come with a plan, and obviously the ball didn't swing a micromillimeter, so that helps because the initial threat from Mitchell Starc, where the ball coming in, or Pat Cummins, there was nothing on offer. Yes, the ball did stick a bit. It was interesting because as soon as I walked in the first 2 overs, I was talking to Waqar Younis, and Waqar says, I did the pitch report and I thought that something would happen, and nothing has happened. So that's exactly what the pitch has. So as a bowler, you need to be super creative, and that's where Pat Cummins stood out because he was very impressive without getting a wicket. And for the others, you spoke about the Indian batting, exactly, with the initial threat gone, the way Shikhar, and they have this uncanny knack of understanding who's going to be the aggressor and the other one going to be an ideal foil, and that's exactly what they do so well, both Rohit and Shikhar Dhawan. And today he just played second fiddle to the way Shikhar Dhawan went, and obviously with that kind of a platform set, can you imagine top 4 getting 50s, and the way Hardik Pandya came and just absolutely creamed them. I think it was just a complete sort of an innings with even KL Rahul saying that, look, I might be a number 4, I can also whack the ball. So it's a tough surface to bowl, margin for error minuscule, and I think you need to be really crafty and one step ahead of the batsman to bowl on that surface.
Yeah, so I think it's actually the first time in a World Cup match where the top 4 batsmen have all got half centuries. Of course, you can check that out on ESPN Cricket Info, our little stats page. But, you know, Australia's bowlers, you mentioned Pat Cummins, it was very, very difficult for the Australian bowling lineup when you've got those second change, third change bowlers coming in and just getting smacked around.
Yeah, and I think that's where when we talk about Pat Cummins, and what he did so well was hit those hard links and try and be creative with his field placements and the way he bowled. Initially, there was a bit of turn, the way Glenn Maxwell got a few balls to turn. Possibly that could be because of the dampness. I, for one, thought that Adam Zampa would have a bigger game because he's got some big wickets against India, especially in the middle overs, but he couldn't get the ball to deviate. So it'll be interesting what Chahal and Kuldeep can do on that surface. Yeah, you're right. The second and third change, Stoinis, Coulter-Nile went for plenty. They again persisted with that short ball, not against Indians. I think not against Rohit Sharma on this ground. The square is lightning fast. Whether you get it on the ground or over, you just it's not a percentage delivery is what I feel.
Yeah, I know Mike Hussey back in the studio was talking about Jason Behrendorff. I think the Australians actually see him as a backup, more like for like, I guess, for Mitchell Starc than a frontline bowler in the side. But they possibly could have used something a bit different like him today.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I heard the analysts in the studio and also over here, everyone talking about Jason Behrendorff. You're absolutely right, Melinda. Sometimes you think about somebody, you're thinking, oh, he's only a replacement for someone like Mitchell Starc, whereas he could have been a potential wicket-taking bowler. See, as I said, the ball is not swinging, so you need to come up with something else. You need to come up with possibly a different mindset when it comes to bowling on such surfaces. It's not easy. As a bowler, it's not easy. But yeah, from an Australian point of view, sometimes teams also tend to go in with that athletic ability of a bowler or a cricketer, where they go, oh, he can give us some contributions with the bat and on the field. And that attempt of, was it Rohit Sharma? That was unbelievable from Nathan Coulter-Nile. That was actually like Glenn Maxwell at square leg. But yeah, sometimes you tend to think on those lines and forget to pick an out-and-out wicket-taking bowler.